Welcome back, students. Today we are going to discuss part 9 of Unit 3, that is diversity of life. Before we start the main content, I would like to inform that the images used in our slide are for education purpose only. We respect intellectual property right of original creator and owner of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this PPT, have any concern, any issue, please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. In this particular video lecture, we are mainly discussing about animal kingdom, and in animal kingdom we are mainly discussing about phylums like Coelenterate, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminths, Annelids and Arthropoda. So first one is Coelenterate or Cnidaria. So in this particular phylum, what is the main property? Main property is the animals belong to this particular phylum have nidoblast or nidocytes. What is this nidoblast? This nidoblast is a string capsule or pneumocytes which is present in the tentacles, and the body. Okay, mostly animals are aquatic in nature, and in aquatic way they are mostly marine, sessile and free swimming. Okay, their symmetry, they have radial symmetrical. Okay, and they have tissue level of organization, and they are having only two layers, ectoderma and endo. So they are diploblastic in nature. So these are the main characteristic they have. First, they have certain kind of stringed capsule or pneumocytes. They are aquatic in nature. They have radial symmetry, tissue level of organization and diploblastic. Okay, this nidoblast are also used for encourage, defense and for the capture of prey. With defense, this particular type of cell, this part is the animal belong to this particular family, belong this part to capture of their prey also. Okay, and they have all the organism, all the animals comes under this particular category. They have central gastrovascular cavity with a single opening, only single opening, mouth or hypostrome. Okay, only they have single opening. Their digestion is extracellular as well as intracellular. Some of the cnidarias have some skeleton which is composed of like corals. This skeleton is made up of calcium carbonate. This is again a very important point. Okay, and they exhibit two basic life forms. One is polyp, another one is medulla. Okay, this polyp is a sessile and cylindrical form, like it is found in hydra, this type of life form. Okay, hydra, adventia, while this medulla is a umbrella shaped structure, and this one is free swimming style. Okay, and this type of life shape is found in jellyfish. Okay, so sometime question ask about this, which type of life shape is present in which type of animal, so we have to remember this. Okay, now okay, so these are the two life forms. This one is medulla and this one is polyp. Medulla is found in jellyfish, just now we have discussed, and this one is in hydra. Okay, so these two type of life body forms they found. Some coelentrates exhibit in both forms, means polyp and medulla. So they exhibit alternation of generation as well, and this is known as metagenesis in this case. Okay, polyp produce medulla by asexual mean, while medulla produce polyp by sexual mean. These are certain examples. like Portuguese man of war, sea anemones, sea pan, sea fan, brain corals. These are all the example of Cnidaria group. They all belong to this particular phylum. Now let's compare coelentrates with porifera. Okay, so as you know, level of organization in porifera is cellular level. In last lecture, we have discussed about some points related to this porifera. So they have cellular level of organization, while in coelenterata, just now we have seen that they have tissue level of organization. Regarding pore, in porifera, their whole body contains tiny pores. So several inhalent pores or ostria, we can use the term ostria for the same, they have in porifera, and a single exhaled pore, or we can use the term osculum for the same. Okay, so for exhale anything, they have single pore, oscillum, and but they have tiny, so many pores throughout the body for inhale the content through water. While in coelenterata, they have only single opening. Okay, they do not have two type of opening for inhale or exhale purpose. They have only single opening. So this is the we can compare these two phylum. This is the difference between porifera and coelenterata. Now next one is Ctenophora. Okay, so Ctenophora is commonly known as sea walnut or comb jelly. These are exclusively marine in nature. They have radial symmetry and diploblastic organism, and they have tissue level of organization. Okay, so radial symmetry. Diploblastic means they have ectoderma and endoderma only. They don't have mesoderma, and they have tissue level organization. Their body bear 8 external row of ciliated comb plate, which this particular cilias help them in locomotion. They have both type of digestion, extracellular as well as intracellular. They have some specific property known as bioluminescence. What is the meaning of bioluminescence? Property of a living organism to emit light. Emit light, जिसे हमने कभी कभी जुगनू में भी देखा है ना? So this is known as bioluminescence. They have this property. Ctenophora members. Their sexes are not separated. Reproduction takes place only by sexual means. Fertilization is external with indirect development. Okay, and these are the examples: Plurobranchia and Ctenoplana. These are the examples. Next one is Platyhelminthes. Phylum Platyhelminthes have dorso-ventrally flat body. This is their character. Dorso-ventral flat body, hence the term flatworm also used for this particular phylum. Okay, as you can see, this is the picture I have taken from the NCERT book. This is a picture of a tapeworm. It is having a flat body. Okay, dorsoventral flat body. They are mostly endoparasite in nature. Okay, so they are mostly endoparasite found in animals, including human being. They are having bilateral symmetry, and now onwards triploblastic. They are having all 3 layers: exo, meso and endo. Okay, that's why it is written over here triploblastic. And acoelomates, they don't have coelom. Acoelomatic animals with organ level of organization. They have hooks, they have sucker. Okay, these are present in their parasitic form. Some members of this particular phylum absorb nutrition from the host body directly through their body surface. They are parasitic in nature, na? So they directly absorb nutrition sometime from the body, host body. They also have some specialized cell called flame cells, These help in osmoregulation and excretion. Okay, so these flame cells are mainly involved in excretion. This is another picture of Platyhelminthes liver fluke, also belong to this particular phylum. In this phylum, sexes are also not separated. Okay, fertilization is internal and development through many larval stage. What are the members? Planaria is another member. This also belong to this particular, and this planaria is having highly regeneration capacity. If this is a planaria, if I can cut it into so many pieces, each piece is able to produce another planaria like this. That's why it is written over here that planaria possess high regeneration capacity. Okay, so tapeworm, fasciola, liver rook, they all are belong to this particular phylum. Next phylum is Aschelminthes. So Aschelminthes body is circular in nature. If you cross section, if you cut the any one member of this particular group, they have circular in body. That's why we can use the term roundworm from the same. In Platyhelminthes, we have used the term flatworm, right? Here we can use the term roundworm. Okay, they may be free living, they may be aquatic, terrestrial, or parasitic in nature. So, free living, aquatic, terrestrial, or parasitic in plant and animal. Okay, they have organ level of organization. They are bilateral symmetrical, triploblastic, and pseudocoelomates. Pseudocoelomate, they don't have true coelom. Okay, so this is again an important property. They have pseudocoelomate. Okay, alimentary canal is complete with a well-developed muscular pharynx. This is again a character developed from this group only. So they have complete alimentary canal with a well-developed muscular pharynx. Okay, an excretory tube. Okay, to remove the body waste, they have excretory tube from the body cavity. Okay, their sexes are separate, means they are dioecious, means they have separate male and female individuals. As you can see over here, this one is the male and this one is female. And if you compare both the pictures, female is comparatively longer than male. Okay, in fertilization, they have internal fertilization and development may be direct, means the young one resemble the adult one. Okay, so fertilization, if in direct mode, young one resemble in the as a adult one, or indirect also. Okay, so these are the members come under this particular phylum, like Ascaris or roundworm. Common name is roundworm, Vaucheria, filiar, or hookworm. They all belong to this particular phylum. Now let's compare both phylum Platyhelminthes and Nematohelminthes. So in Platyhelminthes, body is flat. That's why we can use the term flatworm for the same. They have rounded body, so cylindrical body. Okay, they are not having any type of coelom. So acoelomates, Platyhelminthes, while Nematohelminthes, pseudocoelom is there. Okay, sexuality, the animal belong to Platyhelminthes are bisexual in nature or monoecious, while all the members of Nematohelminthes, they are dioecious or unisexual in nature. Clear? Now next phylum is Annelida. Annelida may be aquatic. Aquatic means both type of water, means marine as well as fresh water. They can found in any type of water. So, okay, so they may be aquatic, terrestrial, free living, and sometimes they are also parasitic in nature. Okay, and they exhibit organ system level of organization and bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic, okay, metamerically segmented, and coelomate animal. True coelom is present in the animals belong to this particular phylum. Okay, they are triploblastic, तीन तरीके की layers हैं, ecto, meso and endo, right? Metamerically segmented, so many segments are there. This is the main character, and they have coelom, right? Their body surface is distinctly marked out into the segments or metameres. We can use the term metamere for the same. Hence the phylum name Annelids. Annelida. Annelida means little rings. Okay. Annuals means little ring. It is a Latin term. And they possess longitudinal and circular muscles as well, which help them to in locomotion. Okay, so they have longitudinal as well as circular rings as well. Their aquatic members like Nereis possess lateral appendages like parapodia. This parapodia, okay, which help in swimming. Okay, they also have closed circulatory system, and they have nephridia for excretion. Okay, so they have nephridia, they have parapodia, their body is segmented. So many segments are there, right? Neural system also consists of a paired ganglia. Okay, so ganglia is there in Annelida. Paired ganglia. Okay, which is connected by lateral nerve to the dorsal ventral nerve cord. Okay, and this Nereis is a dioecious in nature, but earthworm, leech, they are monoecious in nature sexually. Reproduction is sexual, and these are the examples which already we have discussed. Okay. Next phylum is Arthropoda. This is the largest phylum of Animalia. Largest one, which includes so many insects. Over two-thirds of all the named species on the earth, they all belong to this phylum. That's why Arthropoda is the largest phylum. Okay, they have organ system level organization. They are bilaterally symmetry, triploblastic in nature. Okay, segmented one, and coelomates. True coelom. Annelida onwards, true coelom. Okay, bilateral symmetry, triploblastic, all three layers are there, all three germ layers. Okay, segmented and coelomate animals. The body of Arthropoda is covered by chitinous exoskeleton. This is a peculiar property of this particular phylum. They have chitinous exoskeleton, and their body is divided into three parts: head, thorax, and abdomen. Clear? Now, they have jointed appendages. That's why jointed appendages, this is the important characteristic of this phylum. That's why arthros means joints, poda means appendages. So all those type of animal who have jointed appendages, they belong to this particular phylum. Okay, their respiratory organ are gills, hook lungs, or tracheal system. Circulatory system is of open type. Okay, sensory organ like antenna is present. They have compound eyes. They have stratocysts or balanced organ. These are also present as a sensory organ. Excretion through Malpighian tubules. So excretion through Malpighian tubules. Okay, these are the characteristics of phylum Arthropoda. There are certain examples. Okay, but before discussing the example, I just read out these 2 points also. Like, they are mostly dioecious. Fertilization is usually internal. They are mostly oviparous. Okay, and development may be direct one or indirect one. Clear? These all terms we have discussed in the first lecture. So again, I am not repeating the things. So now let's discuss the examples of Arthropoda. Okay, some are economically important insects like honeybee, apis. Okay, like silkworm, bombyx, like lac insect, lacifer. This lac insect produce a animal origin type of resin, which is used by pharmaceutical company to produce some kind of medicine, which is used for skin disease. Right. So these type of insects are showing their economically importance. Some act as a vector for certain kind of parasites, pathogens like Anopheles mosquito, like Culex mosquito, like Aedes. They act as a vector for malarial parasite, for dengue parasite. Okay, so they also act as a vector. They are also act as a gracious pest like locusta, like living fossil king crab, locusta and living fossil king crab, limonus. These are the pictures of locust, butterfly, scorpia, prawn. They all belong to Arthropoda phylum. Okay. There are two different terms like centipedes and millipedes. What is the difference between these two? Centipedes and millipedes. Centipedes usually have 70 millipedes usually have 70 to 100 pairs of leg. Body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. While in centipede, they have usually 10 to 30 pairs of leg, and their body is divided into only two parts, that is head and trunk. In millipedes, more segments, more body parts, head, thorax and abdomen. Centipedes, less pairs of leg and only body divided into two parts, head and trunk. Now let's compare both phylum Annelida and Arthropoda. So about appendages, Annelida don't have any type of joints, while Arthropoda, this is the main characteristic of Arthropoda. They have jointed legs. Regarding circulatory system, Annelida is having closed circulatory system, means they have blood vessels, while in Arthropoda, open circulatory system is there. Okay, and this is a very important characteristic. They have open circulatory system, means blood is flow in the sinuses. Okay, so regarding coelom, both of them are having true coelom, but in Annelida, coelom is well developed. The Arthropoda is also having true coelom, but this one is reduced. Here, hemocoelom is present instead of this true coelom. This one is not that much developed. Regarding exoskeleton, chitinous exoskeleton is a main characteristic of Arthropoda, but this one is absent in Annelida. Okay, regarding excretory system in Annelida, this one is having nephridia as a excretory system, while in Arthropoda, Malpighian tubules and green glands, these are act as a excretory organ for Arthropoda. Last one is the locomotion. So locomotory organ in Annelida, Parapodia and Seta. These are the locomotory organ of all the animals belong to this particular phylum. While in Arthropoda, they have leg. They have jointed legs. Okay, and wings also. So they have leg and wings for their locomotion purpose, while in Annelida, Parapodia and Seta are there. Okay, so this is how you can compare both Annelida and Arthropoda, and you can analyze what is the unique characteristic of each of the phylum. Okay, so this is all about the today's lecture. I hope most of the concept has been cleared now. If you have any query, any question related to today's video lecture, you can write down to me comment box. We will discuss that later on. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Keep learning. Namaskar.